Yo, people, what's good? Can you see me? Can you hear me? What's good, people? Boom, boom, damina. Sugar. It's a good one. Today is a good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a good day. It's Sunday. It's Father's Day. I'm not a father yet. Maybe next year I will be. Who knows? But right now, let's get into it. First things first. We're going to have a wonderful panel today. We're going to have a Tottenham fan on representing Tottenham and Alan. We're going to have Jassim representing Saudi Arabia's new feeder club. We also have Patrick and Hamza representing Man City, because we got to talk about Man City. They've been celebrating for 3 weeks now. Let them come back and talk to us about football, for God's sakes. And we got to talk about this guy. Where is he? We got to talk about this guy. We got to talk about this guy. And we got to talk about Thomas Partey. What are we doing? Why are we getting rid of Thomas Partey? I had to do a whole video this morning freaking out because I'm worried. How are we going to let Xhaka and Partey leave? We got to talk about this. Everything plus more. Everyone in the comment section, let me know where you're watching from, how you guys are doing on this wonderful day, and let's get it started. Fabrizio Romano, take it away. And if you're watching on the playback, hit that goddamn like button. What I do?
Here we go.
Yes, people, what's going on? So the ever so wonderful Ram is late, Alan is late, and Hamza's late. So we got the three of us to start. And you know what? As we are here, big up my guy. No United rep today. We're not going to talk too much about United. Without Staffy, there's no United rep. What are we going to do, bro? It's okay. The show must go on. No Staffy, no party. People are saying in the comment section. Bro, Staffy has the link if he wants to jump on, but he's busy, unfortunately. Big up everyone saying Partey shouldn't leave. I guess that's where we have to start. We have to start the conversation with the Thomas Partey news, because this is catastrophic news in the Arsenal fan base. If you guys don't know what the hell's going on, ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Partey has been linked away from the football club today, and it's not the first time he's been linked away. He's been linked away previously, but today was the first time where they said, you know what, Thomas Partey might actually be sold. And we're going to get on to Chelsea and their madness, because Chelsea has a madness going on also. But we got to talk about Thomas Partey potentially being sold. We got to talk about Saudi Arabia doing a madness. Fabrizio Romano and his random tweets where he says clubs are appreciating players. What does that even mean? This club appreciates a player. It's not interest. Now they're using new words to describe things. And we also have everyone's going to Saudi Arabia. Everybody's going to Saudi Arabia. Everybody. Like, it's mad. Do you guys realize how many people are going to Saudi Arabia? You got the whole Chelsea freaking platoon is going to Saudi Arabia. But yo, how you doing, Jassim?
I'm good, May. How are you? Thanks for having me.
No, it's always blessed to have you. And Patrick, you're sitting back relaxing today. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. A bit lazy, so I don't know. I'm on my phone. So I'm all good, man. To be honest with you, today, I know we're going to talk about it. I'm very disappointed with Neves. I can't believe a 26-year-old who just turned 26 has agreed to go to Saudi Arabia. It's the most disappointing thing I've ever seen in football since Oscar.
Well, if you went to the MLS, would you be as disappointed?
Man, that guy deserves to be at a big club. I remember City went for him, they charged 90. I remember Barcelona went for him, they charged 90. Now they're charging 55. Even himself, 26, he just turned 26. He's a baller. I can go as far as saying he can be useful for any top 6 team. But today, Saudi Arabia, to do what? Everybody who's going there is 34, 33. What are you going to do there at 26? Oscar disappointed us. Looks like Neves is also going to disappoint us. MLS, I would have minded it too. I would also say MLS, no, it's not the time for him. He's 26.
Yo, I think you just need to move away from your camera a little bit because it's too loud. But yeah, look, Ruben Neves, he's going to Al Hilal. He's going to Al Hilal for 55 million euros. He's advancing. If this is the first thing you guys want to talk about, let's talk about it. I'm not surprised. Al Hilal are doing a madness. They're bringing in everyone. What's good, Alan? How you doing?
Not too bad, mate. Yourself?
You have anyone you need to sell to Saudi Arabia? They're not going to take Eric Dyer. I'll tell you that.
Well, I don't know. They be throwing money around like it's cheese. I don't know why you throw cheese around, but yeah, no. I don't know. There was rumors that a team in Saudi Arabia was looking at Son. So yeah.
Son, that's a good one, Son could end up at Saudi Arabia. That does make sense. But yeah, so this is a madness. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ruben Neves, if you haven't heard Alan, he's going to Al Hilal, which is like the main team in Saudi Arabia. They haven't made too many signings yet. Their first signing is Ruben Neves. Kante's already going there. We have a bunch of guys who've already going there. And of course, Qasim must be celebrating because they're trying to take Chelsea's whole team there before we get into the Arsenal stuff. Because let me just show you guys this. This is what I seen today. I seen that Chelsea have hopes of getting rid of. Look at that. Chelsea are looking to get rid of Aubameyang, Hakim Ziyech, and Mendy to Saudi Arabia. Like, how does Chelsea, the only team out of all of our teams that can shift their deadwood so quick? Chelsea are about to get rid of Mendy, Hakim Ziyech, Koulibaly.
I won't say so quick. That was been
Koulibaly, Aubameyang, Ziyech, Mendy. You're gonna get rid of Havertz to Arsenal. You're gonna get rid of Mason Mount to Manchester United. You're gonna get rid of Gallagher to Newcastle, bro. You're getting rid of what do you call it? Kovacic to Man City. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, but you need to understand, Igal. You need to understand this deadwood. Not all of them. Like it's been in the club for.
Kovacic is deadwood. Kante's deadwood.
No, not Kante, bro. I'm talking about the majority of our squad is deadwood, bro. The Ziyech, the Lukaku, the Mendy. I don't want to mention them, but the Kepa. So it's time to go on. But listen, I won't believe it till I see it. I mean, it's all transfer. It's normal. Till it's happened, I'll say, tell you what, happy days is gone. But Lukaku, up for it. I think Aubameyang.
Lukaku's going to Saudi Arabia too. 20 mil
I
you're getting.
Where he goes, as long as he goes, bro.
You're getting 20 mil for Lukaku.
Say that again.
You're getting 20 mil for Lukaku.
Well, listen, bro. I think for him coming back to the club after what he said, and obviously, the high expectation after 100 million, I don't know what to say with that one, bro. I think it's time for him to go, regardless.
Fair enough.
Because don't forget something.
Can I say something?
The 100 million was under Roman. So when Todd Bowley bought the club, he was just going for free, all these players, right? So it's time for him to go, bro.
I'm impressed.
You see, this is.
Say that.
Go ahead. You see, God, this is why I love Chelsea. I like Chelsea will forever do this for the rest of their lives, and they just get a pass. They'll get a free pass. Have you seen what he says? It's I don't know, 100 million. This is what I've been told by Chelsea fans. They're like, Patrick, come down. That's another season. They're doing like, oh, that's another season. That was another manager. It's fine. Drinkwater's another manager. It's not Tuchel. And they keep doing this, and it's fine. But I respect them. At least they sell, and they have no they have no regret at the end. At the end of the day, I think for the team, I'll gladly give Saudi whatever they want as long as you make prices, you make some of the money back, you buy. But Lukaku, they could have at least given you 50, 20, that's a big loss. Come on, for Lukaku, 50 would have been great. They're giving 55 for Ruben Neves. I'm not trying to say Lukaku is better, but I'm just saying they could have given you at least 50 for Lukaku.
Yeah, you know what, Alan, what you saying? Chelsea look to be shifting out all their deadwood to Saudi Arabia. They're now going to be getting rid of, if you haven't seen, Hakim Ziyech is also headed to Saudi Arabia right there. Aubameyang is in talks with Saudi Arabia. Koulibaly is on his way to Saudi Arabia. They've already got rid of Kante. Now we're also hearing Kovacic is going to Man City. Manchester United are going to get next man's in Mason Mount. It's mental. Everybody, they're getting rid of all their deadwood.
Well, that's the thing. They're actually doing what other clubs should be doing, get rid of their deadwood quickly. And the thing is, like, how I'm going to put this in a way that, like, so Chelsea really don't care about how much they sell players on for, because they've got the money, they bring them in, and then basically they'll get to a point where they're like, okay, we need to take a hit on this guy, we'll take a hit on this guy, we'll get him out. Or they'll sell them to the right place where people will overpay for them. So they don't lose as much money as they really would do. But whereas my team is absolutely shocking in making money back on players or getting rid of players quickly, Chelsea seems to do it right. And Chelsea will not hesitate to get rid of deadwood. Spurs, for some reason, like a good old oh, we'll keep Harry Winks around because 5 years from now he may be a decent player. And I'm like, no, so we really need to take a leaf out of Chelsea's book. Yeah, they're just doing the right thing. They'll get them out as quick as possible. If they have to take a loss, they take a loss. And it just obviously frees up the time for them to go and get like Caicedo and make themselves even better for the season ahead. I did say under Poch and the players that they will bring in and get rid of their dead wood and all that, there'll be a team to watch next season. And I'm going to
let me ask you guys this: is this legal? what Chelsea are doing, is it legal? Like they found a loophole where their ownership has Saudi partnerships with the Saudi Public Investment Fund, who also own Newcastle, and they previous partnerships has now gotten Chelsea an opportunity to sell all their players to the Saudi league. Now, is obviously I'm joking when I say is it legal? Of course, it's legal.
At the end of the day, if you've got a person who knows what they're doing, like Chloe or social team like that, and you spot something that you can use to your advantage, it's not illegal. It's just you being savvy. So if they've done that, more for power to them. I wish Spurs could do something like that, where we get things done quicker or stuff like that. I absolutely hate Chelsea, but they're doing it right. They're doing it right.
Al Hilal need a right winger. Come get Pepe. Anyone have anybody they need to sell? Why are you laughing?
Is he still in the club?
You've sold
Pepe's still there, bro.
Man. That's unfair. The man is out on loan. You're selling them.
No, Pepe's back. Pepe's back. Listen, I'm joking. Obviously, it's legal. But yeah, that was just my segment on the Chelsea part. But talking about Chelsea, bro, guys, Chelsea are looking to get rid of 7 or 8 players. And some of the players they're looking to get rid of, they're looking to sell to Premier League rivals. So, Jassim, Arsenal, Kai Havertz. We're going to sign Kai Havertz. We're going to pay you 60 million. How are you feeling? Are you excited? You could be getting rid of Kai Havertz for around 60 million pounds. It looks like it's going to happen at this point. It does look like it's destined to happen. This whole thing about the roller coaster of Kai Havertz, you won't have to deal with anymore. He's going to be coming to Arsenal. And before we even get into the Partey stuff, welcome Ram to the show. Welcome Alan. Welcome everyone. This is the panel for today. We also got Hamza, who's going to be joining us at some point throughout the stream, hopefully. But yeah, there's a lot of big news today. But first things first, I need to talk about this right here. Kai Havertz. What?
Is there a lot of big news today?
It's all around Arsenal, really. So it's like, for me, it's big news. I don't know if you guys...
Big news.
Bro, Kai Havertz to Arsenal is big news. Kai Havertz to Arsenal is big news. Fabrizio Romano said Kai Havertz to Arsenal is happening. He understands that the deal will get done after the international break. Havertz wants to join Arsenal. Personal terms are agreed. He rejected Bayern Munich for Arsenal. What are we saying?
Can I ask you something? Gal? On this, I'll ask you 2 questions. Obviously also on Declan Rice. Where are you going to play him? Because look, I have been watching this guy, this Don. He's played first 9, looked okay.
Bro, can you do me a favor? Are your headphones? Do they have a mic? Can you remove that? Yeah, because we can't hear you clearly.
Okay, so let me remove this. Okay, let me remove this. I'm gonna remove it.
Remove it. Just forget about the headphones because we can't hear you clearly. Okay, as he gets sorted out, anybody else want to talk about Kai Havertz? Jassim, take it away.
Hey, bro, down. I want to ask you something, basically. How do you feel about that deal?
It doesn't make sense, but hopefully Mikel Arteta can make something magic out of it. Because usually when you sign a player, you kind of know where that player is going to play, what they're going to bring to the table. Where Kai Havertz, I can't really put my finger on what the purpose of the signing is, really.
Okay. Listen, last year...
Is this better now?
Yeah, it's a little better. I'll turn your audio up. Don't worry.
Yeah, just get Patrick. Go first. You go first, Patrick, if you want.
Yeah, I was just wondering because I've seen Kai Havertz, right? He's tried the whole striker thing. It's failed. He's tried
much better.
The first 9 thing. It only worked in Germany. So, like, what does Arteta want to do? Because first of all, he's not going. He can play as a winger, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to play where Martinelli is. He's not going to play where Saka is. He can play as a false 9 or a striker sometimes, but we've seen at Chelsea he hasn't done well. He's not going to play where Jesus is. What is he going to do with him? Is he going to put him in midfield, or is he going to drop back Odegaard a bit and put him next to Declan Rice, and Odegaard plays a bit deeper, and then Kai Havertz plays as a
tactical theory? 1 second. The Twitter tactical theory is that he's going to play in Xhaka's position as a left 8?
Kai Havertz.
Great.
Kai.
Number 8.
Yeah,
Kai.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Kai can play that place for sure.
Let me ask everyone here. 1 second before we go to Qasim. Does anybody here actually think Kai Havertz to Arsenal is a good move? And just that, we got a super chat from Ilmada saying Havertz is a brick. Edu, Arteta, and Kroenke's. F Edu, Arteta, and Kroenke. Ilmadis is not happy about this transfer at all. As an Arsenal fan, he's been making fun of Kai Havertz for months now. Big up for the super chat, bro. But yeah, man, Ilmadis can't help
I just don't
agree.
That's fine. I just don't know where he fits into a Arteta system. The way you play football and the way you you're playing, I don't think he fits, and it's a bit weird. It could turn out to be a stroke of genius from Arsenal, but I just don't know where he fits in this current team. Where would he start in that current 11?
In the Xhaka role.
Are you serious? Do you know who Kai Havertz is?
In the Xhaka role?
Yes.
He plays striker.
You're bugging. You're bugging, Egal. I'm sorry.
There is no way Kai Havertz is coming from Chelsea, and where people know he can play, where he can play as a full striker, he can play up top and all that, to come and sit in the Xhaka role.
He's never played centre mid in his entire career.
Box to box.
He has played midfield.
He's never played centre mid in his entire career. And you expect him to play as an 8.
He has played in the midfield.
No, because there's different levels of midfield. I would not expect Martin Odegaard to play as a 6, because that's stupidity right there. I would not expect Bobby Firmino to play as a box-to-box 8. I could expect him to play as a 10. That's a different story. But to ask Kai Havertz to play in a position where he hasn't played in his entire career, where the instruction that he's given is completely different to what any other advanced 8, which normally would do, is ludicrous.
Okay, so just to debunk your whole theory that he's never played there in his career, I'm gonna bring you his Leverkusen
box to box 8, Egal.
Let me finish. Guys, damn.
You've been
I don't know why.
If you put him next to Rice, you're gonna be dunked on. He can't even track back.
So he used to play in a midfield 4, and he's been in that double pivot before.
Okay, where is it? Okay. Where?
So in a 3-4-3, he played in the middle, and in a 4-2-2, he played in the middle previously.
Obviously, as the one.
Okay, now here's another question. Did he play well in that position?
I don't know how he performed in that position. I'm just kidding.
What are we doing here?
No, but I don't know I'm just giving you examples of where he's played in those positions. I don't actually back the whole signing. I don't back the decisions of where he could play. He does have a relatively good injury history, if I'm not mistaken, Kai Havertz. So that's a positive. But we do have a Chelsea fan here. Why don't we ask him what he thinks?
Do you know what I hear, Gal? If you said he's competition for Odegaard, I would hear it. I would absolutely hear it. So you're telling me to play as the Xhaka role? Nah, man. I'm sorry.
So can we just clarify, because obviously you said double pivot. People on the panel and obviously people in the comments, what is a double pivot? What does a double pivot do? Is it a double pivot that actually plays 3 roles in midfield, or actually in the central midfield, or a double pivot more withdrawn or central defensive, or more defensive?
It depends on what the manager's asking for.
Yeah.
So a double pivot for Bayern Munich when they won the Champions League was Thiago playing a deep line playmaker,
I got an image
Goretzka was more as the enforcer. Some people have it differently. They use a double pivot differently.
Because all we got shown was literally a system of where they played, but you need context. Ram's gone again. You need context into.
Does that look good?
Scroll down.
Does that make sense to you? So Bukayo Saka's there. Bukayo Saka's there. You're gonna have a situation. Bukayo Saka, Jesus, Martinelli, Odegaard, Havertz, and then you could. I don't know why they're doing this system. Yeah, I don't agree with this. But
that logically works better than Havertz playing the Xhaka role. Logically.
I don't know. These are Twitter tacticals.
I'm just giving it logically.
No,
Logically,
that
would
work
work better than
that don't like
Havertz.
it work because Rice can play.
Oh, we lost him.
That. But I think I know what Pat was going.
Patrick, we keep losing you. Let's go to. I just want to know.
Oh no, Gal, somebody was calling
I just
me.
want to let Ram finish.
Nah, I was gonna say. I think I know where Pat was going with this. I think Pat, you're gonna say that Declan Rice could do the Granit Xhaka role or something along the lines of that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
But he's got a plan.
Who's got a plan?
Arteta.
Yeah, you better hope that's a good plan. We're just getting it from the face point of view right now. And right now, from what you told us, Igal, you said Kai Havertz is going to be playing the Xhaka role. And I told you that is absolutely ludicrous. You can't do that. If
He's
it's
never
something
played.
Like that,
he's never played in the midfield at Chelsea, but he's played a lot in the midfield at Leverkusen.
Igal, different roles and different ways of playing. You get what I mean? For Leverkusen, the way they use their midfield is completely different to the way you're using your midfield.
Fair enough.
You get what I mean?
Let's see what Jassim has to say, because I wanted to hear what he has to say on this, since it is his player.
Right. Kai Havertz, bro. Last year, let me get into that first. Last year, I called him out. I said Kai Havertz need to go. Him and Thiago Silva and Kepa. And all Chelsea fans, you know what, like, and now everyone wants him out. Kai Havertz, listen, Kai Havertz in number 8 or double pivot, I think he could do well. He could do well. Because Kai Havertz improved his work rate. And he's getting tough as well. He tackles now. So in the number 8, he can bust the ball. But as a winger, he cannot take players on, and he's not quick. As a number 10, he doesn't create. And as a false nine and a striker, he doesn't score enough goals for me. Arteta, if he's going to play number 8 next to Thomas Partey or whatever next to, I think Kai Havertz can improve. For me, Igal, and I say it to Chelsea fans, Kai Havertz, the league is too strong, too quick for him. I think the Premier League is not for him. But under Arteta with number 8, no winger, no number 10, no false 9, he can improve. 60 million is a lot of money, though. But as a Chelsea fan, I would take it. But as a number 8, he's got huge potential. I really think so. I think he can bust the ball, he can tackle. And what I like about, I want to say I will like it because I wanted him out. His work rate improved. His work rate. But as a winger, as a number 10, as a false 9, not for me. Not good enough. But as a number 8, he's got potential. I do believe so.
All right. Let's get Alan to land his final point, and then we jump on to the next point. Alan.
Yeah, I've already landed it with him. I just don't see how he fits into an Arsenal system as you played this season. I don't see it. And it may be the fact that Arteta adjusts things and adapts the way you guys play next season and fits him in and it works well. But at the moment, I don't get it. I understand the Rice situation to Caicedo because that's what exactly you need, a direct replacement. So I understand them. Havertz, for the way you guys played, the intensity, the work ethic as well. I just don't see that from him in a Chelsea team. Will I see it in an Arsenal team? No, I just don't get the sign-in. But if it works, well for you. If it works, brilliant. But at the moment, it makes no sense. It's out of all the ones you're being linked to, it makes the least sense.
You know what makes less sense for me? Did you guys see the article from Fabrizio Romano and everybody else talking about Arsenal selling Thomas Partey? I think that's a massive risk. I think this is signing Kai Havertz is a big risk. But now also going and saying we're going to get rid of Thomas Partey, bro, we're on drugs. We're on drugs. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. Like, I respect Thomas Partey. I think he's a quality player. Even though he was poor in the business end of last season, he's still a good player. When you look at our team is very dependent on Xhaka and Partey performing well last season. We're now basically trying to do a whole midfield overhaul of a team that was so close to winning the league. And I don't know if we're gonna go and get Declan Rice and Caicedo. We're gonna now look to go get Lavia as the alternative to Thomas Partey. And I don't know if Lavia is ready yet to be the Partey replacement. It would be good if he was an understudy, but to be a replacement, I don't think so. And I'm gonna go to City fan first. Patrick, you there?
I'm right here. What's up?
Talk to me, bro. We go from Xhaka and Partey to Caicedo and to Caicedo and thing. You're scared, but if we go from Partey and Xhaka to what do you call it, Lavia and Declan Rice, are you worried next season? You're not worried, are you?
I wouldn't be worried. Lavia, every City fan wants him back. Unfortunately, the buyback is active next year. Lavia is one of the guys that was handpicked by company. He can play centre back, he can play right back, he can play left back, he can play attacking mid, he can play the 6 or the 8. He's a good player. The only issue with Lavia is he was actually one of the best DMs, according to stats and recoveries and everything at the beginning before he got
No,
injured.
I'm not only asking about Lavia though.
No, I'm gonna break both of them. That the advantages they have. The issue with Lavia is you get him, you'll get a baller, and I think he's ready right now to go anywhere. That's why everybody's fighting for him. But he gets injured a lot. I don't know if you've noticed. The kid gets injured a lot. The kid can't play more than 5 games. So
he used to be a City player. Am I right? He used
Huh?
to be Manchester City. Right?
yeah, he used to be at the City Academy.
Yeah,
Then he
yeah.
played for a while. He was asked to stay, but he
Yeah.
was demanding the games he was demanding. They told him we can't guarantee you that. So they said if you want, we can send you out on loan. Then his agent told him let's just send you to Southampton. Southampton wanted to buy him. It's a loss. Like even Pep said it that Lavia is ready, and I appreciate what he's done. Caicedo though, Egal, if I was your board, your team, the guys upstairs, your board members and everything, I would be looking to get Caicedo and Rice in your team and forget this Kai Havertz guy. Why am I talking about Caicedo? I have never seen a player who can be used.
Yeah, his internet is moving, isn't it?
He can be used everywhere. This guy played right back, and nobody could go through him against Liverpool. He played right back against us, and we struggled. And then when was it McAllister was sub? This guy went into midfield as they're attacking. This guy after they subbed in what's that? Is it Danny Warbeck and put him on the number 10? This guy came as a DM and went into the DM role, and all this time he never made a mistake. He still played as if he belongs there. And I sat there, and when I was hearing that Arsenal are getting him and Declan Rice, I was like, oh, I see what Arteta is doing. Because now he's got somebody who can play all the positions, and he's got somebody who's going to be next to Rice, and then he'll tell him to attack. Even Rice can attack, and they can sit back. So I would be spending that 60 there, but I don't know if Havertz. I would rather see right now between Havertz and Lavia. I'd rather see you. I'll be more scared if you buy Lavia than Kai Havertz.
Bro, this is the thing. I think you're missing my point. I don't know if anyone else misunderstood me like Patrick did. We're looking to bring in Declan Rice, Lavia, and Kai Havertz, plus defensive cover. This is a thing where previously we didn't want to sell Thomas Partey. Now, guys, Thomas Partey is going to be sold for Lavia to be coming in. Granit Xhaka is going to be sold for Declan Rice to be coming in, and Kai Havertz is coming in extra.
Can I give an answer? Can I give an answer?
To a certain extent, Thomas Partey. Listen, I like Thomas Partey.
Do you think it's a mistake to sell Thomas Partey?
Let me come in, bro. I think Thomas Partey very good player, but listen, if Arteta wants him out, that's because his availability, bro. Thomas Partey is injured, bro, and I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I think part of the reason Arsenal lost the league last year because your midfielder. I think you start from Liverpool game. Right after that, West Ham, the mistakes. That's what game won or lose a midfielder, bro. Right. So I think Arteta maybe he needs to strengthen. Maybe I think Latvia is too young. He's inexperienced. He could be a squad player, especially if Arsenal play in Champions League or FA Cup. But as a main man, I think this is a bit risky business. I think you need someone. Yeah, it's not a squad player, right? But I think you need someone around 26, 27 in his peak, and he go to challenge, right? But against Thomas Partey, it does make sense to a certain extent because he's injury prone. So I understand that bit.
Alan, one second. Just before you go, let me bring the other guys in. Alan, what are you saying? Selling Thomas Partey, bringing in Lavia, don't you think it's too risky for the position we're in? You should keep him for at least 1 year to bridge the gap.
It can be risky. You've got to ask yourself a question. Why are they looking to get rid of Partey? Why are they looking to get rid of Partey? I mean, because Arsenal fans say that he's probably one of the best in his position in the league. then why? Like he's not like 32 years old and looking to get for a paycheck and retire or anything like that. He's what? How old is he? 26, 27. He's meant to be in his prime. So why are they getting rid of him? It makes no sense. Lavia, I think he would be better at a different team where he can get minutes and progress and adapt and learn. I don't know. I don't think he'd come into that Arsenal team and just be your main guy. I think that would obviously be Rice. Well, to be fair, if you're getting rid of Lavia, getting rid of both, then Lavia might be in there, but I doubt it. I think it will be like with you buying Havertz. I think you'd have to put him into the middle as well. Although I don't think it's a fit for you. So yeah, I don't understand why you're getting rid of Partey that quickly. But yeah, I don't think Lavia will come in and be the exact replacement. I think you'll still give him time. I think he'll be a Havertz. Pardon me. Rice and Havertz in the middle by the look of it, if you get both of them. And Lavia will get time, a sub. But there's a player there in Lavia. Like I saw him when he came to your ground and literally bossed that midfield. I was like, wow, there's a player. And looking back and finding bits I did like on him, looks like a great player. I'd like Spurs to get him. So he's not awful. He's got loads of potential. It's just... Yeah, I don't understand why you're just getting rid of Partey.
Thomas Partey's 30th birthday was the other day, by the way.
He's older than I thought he was then.
And today's Martinelli's 22nd birthday, so shout out Martinelli. Jerome Pierce here. I think, Jerome, you're always on the channel. Big up to you. One of Alan's boys, I think, if I'm not mistaken, right? Tottenham. But yeah.
Well, he's never been in my chat.
Okay, so maybe he's an Arsenal fan. My apologies for calling you a Tottenham fan. That's disrespectful. Please tell me why Arsenal are so in love with Kai Havertz. All of a sudden, he's been ban average for 3 seasons. From the reports that I'm reading, the reason why they love Kai Havertz is because of the price. They're saying he's an undervalued asset by Chelsea, and they think that he's much better than the valuation of 60 million. They don't think they can find a better player than Kai Havertz for that 60 million. That's what they're saying. I don't know.
You can't find a better player than Kai Havertz.
You can't.
That's cap.
Apparently, Caicedo. If Caicedo was worth 60 million, maybe we would get Caicedo. But the fact that Caicedo is going for 120 million, they look at it and they're saying to themselves, it doesn't make sense.
What about? Oh, no, I don't want to say it because
and look,
he's my player, but.
Bro, yeah. This has been happening with a lot of these players. Mason Mount, 50 million.
What about Milinkovic-Savic?
Milinkovic-Savic, that guy don't want to leave Italy, bro.
He does.
That guy doesn't want to leave Italy.
He doesn't leave.
We've been linked to him so many times. But he doesn't want to leave Italy.
But that's because Lazio's president.
Let me ask you this though, Ram. Do you agree with me and Alan that it's a risk to get rid of Partey to bring in Lavia?
For the short term, yes, but for the long term, no. I think Lavia is probably the like-for-like replacement for Partey in the next couple of years. But if you want to continue to push on and win the title, then selling Partey for Lavia would be, to an extent, for the short term, a downgrade.
Yeah, fully. And this is why I think we should do what Chelsea do sometimes. When they buy a player, they keep the other player for a couple of years and then they sell the player off afterwards. You know what I mean? That's what we should do. Man City do that all the time with Fernandinho. They brought in Rodri. They gave him time. They let Fernandinho go for free. Partey retired at Arsenal. Give him a new contract. Let him retire. Let Lavia have 1 year where he has experience next to him. And then get rid of him. Because I think it's a big mistake. Getting rid of Xhaka, okay. Getting rid of Partey and Xhaka? What are we doing? We're committing midfield suicide to ourselves.
Igao, can I say something on this? Just one thing I want to say. I know obviously people are not like to hear this. But do you know the issue where and I don't want to say it, I'm not going to say it in context, but do you know the issue we had with Mendy, right? Where we had with Mendy and we played him while we know what the issue was. We knew the court was going to happen and we still played him, and then obviously the fans went crazy and things went mad. Do you think maybe, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to say it's true, that maybe maybe the off the pitch issue, Arteta is looking at it and the board are like, maybe something might happen. So do we risk keeping this guy on and that happens later on, then we lose out, or do we moving on now and not make the mistake like what Man City did, where they continue playing him and why they knew everything was happening in the background? because we could have also moved him on. So maybe that's why they're doing it. Because somebody also said this to me. It's like, I think maybe they're moving him on for that. Because I hear it's going to Hilal, isn't it?
Let me say this: we don't know all the information, but
yeah, I know. I'm just saying that maybe
off the pitch things, we're not going to really get into too much. Forget about the off the pitch stuff at this point. I was gonna say finally, big up Jerome for the comment here saying 60 million for Kai Havertz. Chelsea rob us. Yeah, man. The dude's worth 35 million. Come on, you Gunners. I agree, man. I don't think he's worth 60 million, but at this point,
you just done one of your own fans call him a Spurs fan. It turns out to be an Arsenal fan. How dare you?
I disrespected him.
But listen again, if Arteta wants him, bro, right? And if
Arteta wants him, I back Arteta and I back my manager. But the decision itself doesn't make sense.
To you, though.
To me, at this moment in time.
If you're asking me very quickly before we move on, if you're asking me who's getting a better deal, Caicedo to Chelsea for 120 million or Havertz to Arsenal for 60 million, it's Caicedo to Chelsea for 120 million. That's the better deal by a mile.
Caicedo's not worth 120 million.
In today's market,
Caicedo 120 million.
120 million for Caicedo, guys.
Modric is 90, so
120 million for Caicedo, guys. Is that not crazy?
No, that's crazy. That
it's nuts, man.
Okay, Hamza, what are you saying? 120 million for Caicedo or 60 million for Kai Havertz? What's the better deal?
But Caicedo is a good player, but not worth 120 million. Have they bid 120 million already?
No, that's what apparently Brighton want.
Hey, Hamza, why are you so mellow at the moment?
Huh?
Because he just did the treble. He's cooking it.
No. He just seems very quiet.
No. Yeah. No, I'm just saying 120 million for Caicedo is a lot of money, man. Damn. Like that's a lot of money. Like but Caicedo is 21, yeah. I don't think Brighton will get 120 million because they sold McAllister for 35 million, man. What kind of hypocrisy is that? You can't say one guy's 35 million and the other guy's 120 million. Let it make sense, man. Come on, man. This is why
the only reason why it makes sense is they're trying to balance the books. They're trying to make their money for losing out on.
I don't give a shit. I dislike them this kind of deal because they did it to us on Cucurella thing. They will try to play this clever game. You can't do one deal for one guy, another deal for another guy.
But
so
Hamza.
I've seen them. I think they asked us 50 million for Cucurella, but they charged Chelsea 65 million. Do you remember?
But McAllister was smart, Hamza. He put the 35 in his contract when he first came to Brighton, so he was smart.
Oh, was it a release clause?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it was a release clause.
So sorry. Okay.
Hamza.
You need to understand, guys. Right? It's Brighton knows this Chelsea's desperate. Kova's going. Kante's already gone. Jorginho's gone. Right? A midfielder, bro. So Brighton knows Chelsea is desperate. So
Bakayoko is gone.
Okay, so how much is McAllister worth? How much is he worth? If McAllister's going for 35 mil,
he's worth 60.
What does everyone think?
Caicedo,
yeah.
70 million is all right. 70
because because they saw Chelsea paying Enzo 120. Is it 120 million they saw?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't like the way you phrased it because I think we could all agree that McAllister was severely undervalued compared to his actual market value. Because I think most of us will say he's more around the 40 to 50 million pound player, and they severely undervalued him. And that's not on his fault. But if you're saying, if you're using the price that we paid for McAllister as the measuring point, I think it's a little bit it's a bit harsh on Caicedo because he's worth more than what the number that we're saying right now.
Okay, fair enough. I was gonna just before we shift gears, does anybody think Caicedo doesn't join Chelsea and he goes somewhere else? No, Manchester United are sniffing about. Arsenal are still in the interest.
No, there's only one club that's gullible enough to pay that amount.
Yeah, that's Chelsea.
Sorry, Jassim. That was
bro.
That was like a comment to Hamza.
But you know what?
Who's going to spend that amount of money? I was like, yeah,
Chelsea are doing okay with some of their transfers. Let's quickly just talk about one more thing before we move on from anybody else. Let's quickly talk about Tottenham here. Alan, how you feeling? Your boys are in for James Maddison, and you guys are serious about James Maddison. You submitted a £50 million bid for him and Harvey Barnes.
Good players, though. I think it's good.
Hamza,
That
he
slap in
submitted
the
50 million
face.
for 2 players.
The slap in the face.
What a joke, man.
So hold on. That isn't actually the case, by the way. That was just fake news. We are interested in both, but there hasn't been a £50 million to bid, and Fabrizio Romano has even reported that wasn't the case. So your ha makes you look silly now. But yeah, we are interested in both. I would take both at Spurs. I think they could easily get into that top Tottenham 11 or get loads of game time. For me, the more pressing matter is obviously the keeping situation in the defence. Hopefully, Raya, we do get Raya across the line. If it's 40 million, I'm happy to pay that. If we can get it at a better price, okay. But that needs to be addressed, and I'm happy to take Raya. A big improvement on Lloris in the last couple of years. And then it just depends on central defensive players. But all the people we've been linked to, literally, it's not making me go, that's a great bit of business. Hopefully, Laporte is the one we can pull out of nowhere, and because I'll take him at Spurs any day. But yeah, at the moment, all the defenders being linked to us aren't making me go, oh, that's a good signing, or that's a good potential. I'm just literally like, eh. But yeah, it's one of them things where Spurs, it will probably take us all summer to get this business done. Yeah.
He's better than Havertz and Maddison, and Mason Mount. So he should go for at least 50-60 million.
Yeah,
but then again, injuries, Igal.
James Maddison is number 10, right? Kai Havertz and Mason Mount, they're not number 10. I think Mason Mount is Premier League proven. I mean, people often him going Tottenham. I think he's a very good player. He's a Premier League proven. Because when you get a player from overseas, you don't know if he's going to hit the ground running. So the like of Harvey Barnes and Mason and James Maddison, they're Premier League proven, bro. I think he's great as a number 10. I think Mason Mount is 8, maybe a winger. So Kai Havertz a sit you maybe or right at 8, as a number 8. No winger, no false 9, no number 10.
Does anyone think he still joins Newcastle?
Mason Mount number 8.
No,
one second.
Does
anyone still?
One second.
Forget about Mason Mount for a second. Today we're not talking about Mason Mount too much. We'll save that for the United section. Does anyone think Tottenham lose James Maddison to Newcastle?
Yeah.
Possibility, always a possibility.
Yeah. UCL, money.
UCL Saudi owners equals there is always a possibility.
Yeah.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
Okay, so if everyone had to put their money on who would pick up James Maddison, I think it's Tottenham because Newcastle are looking at Sabitzer, not Sabitzer.
I don't know if that's a bit
Sabitzer.
40 million euros, something like that.
And they're looking at Corella.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, remove the whole fact that you hate Tottenham, but James Maddison, Newcastle come to you, who are in the UCL, and you can see all the money and where they're going, and Tottenham come to you. Do you say I'm going to go to Tottenham?
No, James Maddison will go to Newcastle. The only reason why he would go to Tottenham is because Tottenham are going to either pay him more money or they're going to guarantee him a starting spot.
So we're going to pay more money when Newcastle can blow us out of the water for money now. That's not the case. It'll be guaranteed football that will get you signature. And is there a place for Maddison to be in that guaranteed starting 11? There is at the moment for Newcastle.
And Newcastle, there is too.
Yeah, both. So it's going to come down to his preference. And if he goes Newcastle, he goes Newcastle. There's nothing to do.
You know what? I have a similar situation with Declan Rice.
Just to reply on James's comment about Nicola Barella, he's not cheaper because Romano's came out and said that £50 million price is a fallacy. It's not true. That he's worth a lot more to Inter than what the media are putting out there. He's not worth 50 million. He's around about 80.
Let's talk about Declan Rice to Man City, since we got 2 City fans today.
Hey, Hamza, you guys got the smoke, bro.
You guys actually believe Declan Rice will join Man City?
If we knock, there's no way you're going to Arsenal. There's no way. We're a bigger club than Arsenal. We offer them better opportunities. Your club doesn't have an ambition. You're very you're not in our level. I'm sorry about that. Like, if we knock, you're out the waters. Basically, there's no way Arsenal picking any player over us, and you must be deluded if you think like that. We compete with the likes of Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. for players. We don't compete with
Bro,
people like Arsenal.
Bayern
If we
Munich
knock,
knock. One
if
second,
we
one
knock,
second.
if
One
we
second.
knock, yeah, if we knock, yeah, we can offer them UCL, we can offer them Premier League, we can offer them FA Cup. We've just come away from winning the treble. It's the biggest opportunity of any player to join Man City. Now the biggest club in the world. Like, there's no way. Your ambition is to get out the qualifying stage in Champions League. Why is it? If I'm Declan Rice, no, I'm serious. If I'm Declan Rice, what is that my ambition? I don't care. That's not my ambition. Why is it my ambition top 4? Why is it my ambition to just get one trophy? Man, and to play for the best manager in the world. If we knock on Declan Rice, the guy's packing his bag. Forget what Arsenal. They were blowing out the waters. In Europe, you're not there. You don't offer anything that we can offer.
So
There's
Declan Rice.
nothing.
Are you talking about Declan Rice?
Yeah, Declan Rice. There's no way.
Hamza, one
There's no-
second, Hamza.
If we
Hamza,
knock, yeah,
Declan Rice is Guardiola's player. That is, I think he's a top player. He's versatile. He can play as a centre back, box to box, and a DM. And that's what Guardiola likes. He likes player play in multiple positions. I think going to Manchester City, to me personally, it does make sense. He is a Premier League proven. He plays in a multiple position as is England international. I think he can pick him up for 80 to 90 million. I think that'd be very, very good asset for Manchester City. That's my opinion, though.
And it depends on Gundogan. It basically depends on Gundogan. The question is...
One second. Stop everything. You said you're the biggest club in the world.
Yeah, 100%. Now we're the biggest club in the world. Now.
Okay, let's behave now.
Now I'm talking about trophy-wise. Stop this history crap that you guys believe about Mark Goldbridge giving you a talk. The guy's never left UK. Bro, wake up. People see who's got the biggest trophy now. It's us. We've got the biggest, bro. We've got the biggest, the best trophy is us. The best sporting project in the world is not Real Madrid. It's us. What are we doing here? Are you joking? Are you serious?
That trophy you struggled to win, yeah?
Bro,
we've won that 6 times.
Let me stop you. The reason...
One second.
Forget about bigger club. The reason why he'd pick Arsenal over Chelsea, over Man City at this moment in time.
Get out here, man.
Once again, the reason why there's 2 colors to this kit right here is because it's not that straightforward for him. He really needs to look at his career. He needs to say to himself, where do I want to go right now in the stage that I'm at in my career? Do I want to go somewhere like Manchester City where I have to fight for my place and I'm not guaranteed starting minutes and I need to relocate from my family from London to Manchester because changing locations is big for him. One second. I let you land, bro. Come on. What are we doing here? We're having a conversation. So these are the factors, right? Man City offer him more ambition. Man City offer him a higher caliber squad. Of course. Arsenal offer him. Trophies comes with ambition. Stop.
Do you offer them as much as who guarantees you trophy?
I agree with you there. Stop getting into arguments over things that we agree on. We agree. Okay? Man, you guys offer more trophies, more ambition, all of that stuff, right? We offer him a starting place. We offer him an opportunity where he doesn't have to relocate and change from where his family is based. And that's a massive thing for somebody who's just had a child. And their family and everything lives in London. They're going to have to move to Manchester. That's not something easy. He's made it clear that he didn't want to move to Manchester 2 years ago when Manchester United came knocking, right? That's one. Number 3 is the fact that we have already built the groundwork and done all the work to get this deal done and sorted out.
It sounds like hopium right here. This is hopium right here. This is hopium.
One second. Fourth, you mentioned we battle with Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. Well, Bayern Munich came knocking, and you told them F off. I want to come to Arsenal.
That is some hopium you are taking. That is big hopium right there.
That's a fact. He told him, fly kick a monkey. We're staying in London.
Bro, you're a small club.
Because he doesn't want to go Germany.
I swear to God, you're a small club in the world. I swear, I believe that. I don't believe.
How is the Man City fan talking about size of club?
I swear to God, I don't take you seriously, yeah? You don't have a UCL, you sit on the floor. I swear to God, you don't have a trophy. Wallah, you sit on the floor.
Welcome to our world. We never had a Champions League.
Wallah, you don't have a UCL.
Man got a Champions League 2 weeks ago, and he's talking shit to me like
it makes a big difference.
What is going on?
One second. You cannot even get Europe. You don't even listen. You cannot even guarantee your players Europa League trophy. Humble. You can't even guarantee the Europa League trophy. You get knocked out by Sporting. We guarantee them the biggest threat to Real Madrid's legacy now. I heard from a Real Madrid fan. He said is Man City. Man City, Man City have the best coach in the world. The greatest coach in the world is us. Bro, are you joking? Your opportunity to play for the greatest coach in the world, who's coached Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Philip Lahm, Schweinsteiger, Toni Kroos, Thiago Alcantara. I can name you players. And the guy who's managed to
managed Thiago Alcantara.
Mikel Arteta's only managed the likes of Xhaka and the likes of Kerengi. Who's these guys? Bro, no one. Once again.
Hamza, what are you doing? Please stop.
As a player, listen. I'm telling you now. Bro, listen, players. This is what they look at. Where my players look at trophies. Bro, this guy's telling me about London, living in London. Oh, he doesn't want because his child is crying, can't leave London. Oh, no, London. Oh, he lives in East London. Bro, it's 3 hours away to Manchester. Bro, you're going to have this Hurricane mentality.
3.5 hours.
Bro, you can have the chance to play with the best players in the world. Rodri, best DM in the world. KDB, one of the greatest attacking midfielder. Ruben Diaz, the best centre-back in the world. Are you going to reject that because your child is crying because he wants milk from Islington? Are you joking? Bro, I'm going all the way to get my trophies. I don't care about my cousin living in Islington. I'm packing my bags, I'm going. City will not offer him. I believe City are not dumb. City are not, because we're not going to, but once we knock Egal, you're out there. Because Chelsea beat in the Mudryk deal. You did all the YouTube compilation for Mudryk. Who got Mudryk? Chelsea. There you are.
Hamza. I mean, there's so many London clubs in the Premier League. He could just come into London.
No, I'm not accepting Arsenal pulling a player over me. No way. I never accept that shit.
Guys, let me ask you a question. Cucurella, what happened? Didn't Chelsea come knocking and he went to Chelsea?
They offered 65. We refused.
No,
50.
Let me explain.
Okay. So when Declan Rice comes to Arsenal, you're gonna say we offered 100.
No. If we offer him same money, same wages, do you believe Declan Rice will go to you? Are you serious?
Yes.
No.
Then he's a loser.
Hamza, let me say something.
If he does, wallah, he's a loser. I swear to God, he's a loser. Because
Hamza, let me say something.
There's no way.
With Declan Rice, listen, with Declan Rice, right? Declan Rice, first of all, is West Ham captain, right? So the guy, he did it in Tobler. He did it with bottom when West Ham was struggling. It took him all the way to nearly challenging for top 4, European League. He's a top player, right? But I think Declan Rice is completely different from Cucurella. I think Declan Rice with him is nothing to do with money. I think it's about who's gonna offer me to start, who I'm confident with, which club. Listen, any players in the world, if Manchester City and Bob Guardiola come knocking, he will go, bro. What you're saying is not wrong. I think the way you're saying it, that's all. But I think what you're saying, the majority of what you're saying is not wrong. It's right. But I think Declan Rice, right? He's a player, right? Is as I said to you, is a West Ham #1. He's a captain. Is a young age. He did it in relegation battle. He did it in the mid-table. He challenged for top 4. He did it all. So I think with him, it's going to be all down to him in the end. Between Arsenal offering him to play week in, week out, or Manchester City I know any player go to Manchester City, you have to work hard for his place. I understand that, and I will go Manchester City because it's a top players there. But with Declan Rice, is a slightly different. I think the guy is gonna have the last choices. Is like which club is gonna offer me late time. I think that's how I see it. And if we go to Manchester City, I think he's good. If Declan Rice gone to Manchester City, I'm making claim now. If Declan Rice go to Manchester City would dominate. I mean it, because I tell you something, guys.
No.
Before Chelsea was out, we linked was Grealish, and Grealish linked was Tottenham as well. I wanted Grealish, and a lot of people said, "Oh, it's 100 million." It's not that. Grealish is a baller, bro, and people didn't believe in me. And now it's 100 million is a flop. I never saw it this way. He said Grealish's time will come. I'm gonna make a claim now. If Declan Rice gone to City, no one will stop Manchester City, man. I'm telling this right now.
I have to hope Catherine Turam can do his thing when he joins.
Can I say something? It's just one word. I think I agree with all the generals. Look, at the end of the day, it looks like the team that's pushing harder is Arsenal, and a lot of people are saying it looks like he is going to Arsenal, but I think Hamza obviously went to the more aggressive way.
Yeah, bro, he's a
He said it in
loser.
such
not wrong,
he
but
said it in
it's
such
the way
a
it's
silent
loser.
voice as well. I
If-
loved
if-
it. I
The
loved
thing
it.
is, somebody said this, and when they say this is true, the thing about Man City is they say they're sniffing around. It's not like they've pinched yet. But
They're not, yeah,
I
exactly.
seriously think if Gundogan, I think seems to be what's blocking from the answers. But we released him days ago that he's free. I think if City go serious, that okay, Rice is our guy, and they actually call Rice's company like, well, he's the company keeps around and all the group saying, look, we want your boy. I think that's when the Arsenal will be in trouble. I think that's when they'll be like,
He'll be on the
Declan
floor.
Rice will be
He'll
like,
be
I'm going
crying.
there. But in
He'll
the
be crying
meantime, I
on the
think it's
toilet.
just like window shopping. They're doing window shopping. I don't think
Yeah.
even the generals are saying all they're doing is asking, how is the Arsenal negotiation going? But I think if they wanted them, see, so it's up to Arsenal. If Arsenal want to move fast, I would move fast.
Patrick,
But
let me ask you.
Patrick, I think
Guys,
West Ham wanted that
guys,
Leeds
guys.
lad. What's his name?
Let me
You know that
bring
Leeds lad.
1 second.
That
Let me
Leeds lad
let,
gone to
let-
Manchester United City. What's
Patrick,
his
but
name?
do we
1
want
second,
it?
guys.
Do we,
1
I
second,
don't
guys.
believe we want it.
Guys, chill.
Phillips.
Mandem, chill for 2 seconds. Let Alan go so we can change the topic.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, let me go. No, I'm joking. I think it just we need to clarify some things because it seems like the chat's confused, thinking that some of the people on here are saying that he's just going Man City. That's not the case. Arsenal are putting in the bid for what West Ham want, and at the moment it looks like he's going to go Arsenal with anywhere. What people up here are saying is that Man City say, okay, we're going to match that. We're going to obviously match wages. Then out of the two, if he's got the same offer on the table, he'll go Man City. They're not saying he's going Man City and not at the moment. Arsenal look like he's going to go Arsenal because Arsenal are actually going to put the bid in. But if Man City go because they're getting rid of Gundogan, they're going to go, okay, we need to fill the place. We're going to match everything that Arsenal are doing. Then between the two, they believe Brett Rice will go Man City. So I think people are getting a bit lost in what the guys are saying. At the moment, I don't think Man City really need a Declan Rice.
No.
I don't. I think
They don't need anyone.
I think they need to fill Gundogan's shoes if he goes, but I don't think it'll be in the form of Declan Rice. I think it'll be somebody else. But yeah, for me, I think Arsenal will get him. Like they're going to pay the money, they're going to offer him the wages, and I think although Man City have spent big on signings before, Grealish being 100 million. And Rodri being Diaz and Rodri being the other ones over like 50 million or like about 78 million. They tend to do quite a lot of their business around the 50 million pound mark.
Yeah.
I just look back at it. So I don't think that. I think that's the type of area they'll be looking at again to fit the mold of Gundogan if he goes. But yeah, if they decide to just be Man City at the moment and be like that, nah, fuck it. You know, we're going to do the same amount. Then for me, I agree with the guys. Declan Rice, if he's got both offers on the table from the same team, I think he'll choose Man City over Arsenal. But I don't see Man City matching the offer, so he'll be an Arsenal player by.
Guys, we got a
Same
couple
thing.
quick fire rounds. I'm just going to go to the City fans on this one quickly. How do you feel about this Kyle Walker going to Bayern?
Come back to Spurs. I'll take you.
We cannot replace him.
Oh,
We
Hamza
cannot
can
replace him.
Did somebody who played that we cannot replace him?
We cannot replace
Hamza
him.
said
We
that.
cannot-
Do you know what I
replace him.
saw, Hamza? You know what I saw? I'm scared of. I just forgot that these guys have Davis, and I just saw Davis, Walker. I was like, my God, how are you going to attack that defense? And then they're getting that guy from Napoli.
Bro,
That's
how
the
many
reason I
players?
want him to go to Bayern, because
Yeah.
imagine that defense. You attack this side, Davis has you for speed. You attack this side, Walker has you for
Davis
speed.
is leaving.
Oh,
No,
is
he's
he?
not.
He's not leaving. No, he's
No
not
way.
leaving.
He's not
Madrid.
leaving. Who said he's leaving?
He's not leaving. The question is Pavard. Pavard is going to Barcelona. There's rumors
Yeah,
about
that's
Pavard.
staying. They're staying.
Mazraoui will start. The thing is, City are very clever. You have to refresh the squad. Yeah, we've learned the hard way, and I think Arsenal, if you're clever, we've learned that you have to play physical, and we're going to do this new formation. Now people are going to copy us, like 3 at the back and then a defender there in midfield. And City are going to, if they get gvardiol, that's 1. Ake, Akanji, Stones.
Can you guys just have a break?
And
Like, just
I don't
sign
think this is
anyone.
going to be. I don't
So
think this is
Kyle
going to be
Walker-
Hamza. I don't think this is going to be as big as a miss as you guys think.
No,
But
and that's what I'm saying.
Hamza,
I'm saying
Hamza.
the
I
key
agree
thing,
with you,
the key thing to he's won everything you need to win. And sometimes when Pep came out and said the players are not hungry,
Yeah,
remember
wow.
when Pep said the players are not hungry? Yeah, this is the issue. He's won everything in Cal. He's won the 5 Premier League. It's very hard to motivate a 33-year-old guy, yeah, to tell him, yo, 1 more season, let's do it, whatever it is. I think it's a perfect time to say goodbye. we wish him luck. Obviously, we cannot replace him, but City have changed the style of play. We don't depend on wing backs anymore. We play more of a defensive. As Pep said, it's the first time Man City love defending, and you can see the style of footballers that he's got. Physical, strong, more defensive, center defensive players. So we got Akanji. We'll lose Laporte 100%. We got Akanji, we got Ake, we got Diaz, we got Stones. And then if we sign Gvardiol, that's 5. And Rico Lewis is another one. So City losing Kyle Walker. But me, I'm just upset at Bayern Munich. These guys are scumbags. They sign everyone. Like, bro, they got Mazraoui. They go, how many players do they have?
Mazraoui had an ACL. That's why I don't.
But he started. He's been starting the last few games.
That's why they
Mazraoui
right
starts for
back.
them.
But how do you feel about Gvardiol? You're positive.
This is the guy I want. This is the guy. If we get this guy, remember what I said to you. Remember, you Premier League fans, you don't want any other leagues here. I warned you. If Manchester City sign this guy, you're all in trouble next year, because my defense is on lock. This 20-year-old is the best centre back I've ever seen at that age. He can play the ball from the back. He's physically strong. He's quick on the ball. He's very smart. He was one of the players of the tournament. I believe, and I rate Saliba highly. I rate Saliba high. He's way better than Saliba. That's the best statement for me to make. I'm telling you now. Bro, Saliba is top. Saliba is top. Saliba is top. Let me not cuss Saliba. Saliba is very good. This guy, he blows him out the water.
He's a very good player, though. He's a player, though.
Pray for me.
Just cut Saliba, bro. Just do it, man. Just do it.
No, Saliba is a top player, man. You have to be humble. I've seen the guy play at Marseille. He's very brilliant player.
Just cut him, man.
This guy can go to the top.
You know what? I'm just gonna say the final topic, guys, is amazing. We got to talk about Pickford to United because it's.
That's a lie.
But before we go to Pickford to United, do you want to finish off the Gvardiol? Everyone here, would you guys be? I'm scared of this signing, but let's talk about it when it's more information on it. At this moment in time, there's not too much information.
Can I just say one thing ago? Yeah, I was gonna say this to Pat and Hamza. Can you guys just take a break? Just like don't sign anyone. Give us a little chance, man. You know, like it's getting tiring now. You know, it's like what's the point? What is the purpose of life now? This is what I'll come to. This is what you love to come me to. Yeah, what is the purpose of life?
Yeah, but everybody has the opportunity though. Like look at Kovacic. Everybody could have gone and got Kovacic. Even Arsenal could have got him because could have suited Arteta's play. Like I'm telling you, you see very soon people will be like, oh look at this unfair. They have Kovacic in midfield. Well, Chelsea fans.
Very good player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That people have the ability to go sign these players because this money is also being spent by other clubs. These 100 millions, 86 millions. But the thing is, City just know how to pick them, and now it's just
you already got a stacked squad, man. Just why do you need to stack it even further? Like,
you know what? Kovacic was a bargain, but I think you like Kovacic, Jassim, but some of your Chelsea fans, they hate him.
Bro, listen. Let me just say something about Patrick. He made a fantastic point here. Regarding City choosing the right players, but what City does right is they choose the right profiles. Kovacic, he break the place, and he's got a very good feet, and that's what Guardiola likes, right? So that's the sort of profile Guardiola likes, right? He doesn't just pick Chelsea go just sign anyone, right? For 50 million, 80 million. These players, certain players can fit that Manchester City system and the way they play, and Guardiola knows what he's doing, bro. And that's why they gave 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, get it right, Manchester City, because they signed the right profiles. It's not necessarily have to be 80 million, 100 million. It could be 50 million, 40 million player, but he's good in the system. And that's why City been successful. And Liverpool to a certain extent. Liverpool likes these quick players, wingers, scoring goals, and Klopp, he get them adopt and he just hit the ground run. I mean, I remember signing that guy from, what his name? Remind me that guy, he plays in the left-hand side, man. He's injured. Rams. Forgot his name now.
Diaz? Luis Diaz?
Diaz, yeah.
He's back.
Yeah, but how much is signed for? 40 million, 30 million?
35 million.
Fantastic, so it's not need to be 100 million, Igal. So I think City, that's what they're good at. And I think Kova will suit Manchester City and be a very good player.
Very good player.
You know what?
Whenever we play them, he's the best player. He's the one I worry about. And I've always said we're very lucky. The Croatian players are one of the best. Croatian players, they produce like ballers. Like they're very good at playing the ball. This boy
Like Lovren,
can
innit?
like, bro, no, forget Lovren.
The man is
Listen, Croatian. I watch Croatian. Zonomi, Boban, Prosinecki. This midfield, they're known to produce. This guy, Rakitic, look, Modric, Brozovic. They can. I've seen them. Whenever we play them, we can't get the ball off this guy. I'm always struggling. I'm worried about Kovacic. So for me getting him, I'm happy.
Okay, I want to ask everyone. The final topic is United. Since there's no United representative here, we're going to talk about the Pickford thing. But it's going to be quick because I don't know how true it is. So if you guys haven't heard, they're trying to replace De Gea. And the first name that they're hearing is obviously Costa from Portugal. Portugal's number one. But today, we're hearing rumors that Pickford could be headed to United. I don't know how true this is, but if it's true, it's stupid. What do you guys think?
Classic United signing, I think. It's the way that they go for this talented English players like Chris Smalling, Phil Jones. They love this kind of players like England number one and all that stuff.
Wow.
To me, I think, I don't know. I like the Porto guy, but this guy, oh my God, I pray every night. I'll pray inshallah tonight to make sure they sign. If they sign this guy,
45 million, by the way.
How much?
Lord of mercy.
45 million.
So,
What?
45 million.
This is United signing.
For Pickford?
Yeah.
Bro,
he'll be
I
more
said
expensive than
in my
McAllister.
channel, bro, Pickford and Kepa, they're not good enough to play for League One.
Bro, it's not.
Woo! I wonder. That's why I said to you, listen, that's why I said to you, Egal, I said it to you before. Manchester United in a false position, unless if they bought the Qatar, the Arabs. If you sign Pickford, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Oh my days. So
You think I'm joking? Look, I'm not making this up. This is from the Daily Star. They also have the Mirror reporting. Where is the Mirror? The Mirror is reporting it. This happened just yesterday. Yeah, Alan, take it away. Aren't you happy you're going for David Raya over Pickford?
I don't know what you're on about. England's number one. It's a fantastic bit of business for Man United. I'm joking. No, there's absolutely no way. Like, I'm glad we're going the Raya route. Pickford for England does a job. Like, but for Everton, he's never been that keeper for me. His little T-Rex arms can't get to the corners, so literally people just spam it into the corners and he can't get near it. So yeah, if Man United do end up getting him, for me it's a bit of a joke, and I'm all for it. Like I said, I'll take Raya for 40, maybe getting him for 35 and 30 over Pickford at 45 million any day of the week.
But this seems to be their current links. The links are 50 million for Mason Mount, 45 million for Pickford. I don't believe the Pickford one will happen. Most likely they're going to go back in for Costa. But if United were to spend 50 million on on Mason Mount, and then spend 45 million on Pickford, that would be ridiculously bad business. You guys are talking about Kai Havertz being bad. At least Pickford makes more sense than Kai Havertz. Don't you guys think? Like,
No. Two as bad as each other. Pickford is bad, bro. It's very bad. Seriously.
Okay.
He just tries to act tough and then he just gets put.
Does anybody think Pickford is a good idea for United? I don't think they're going to do it.
No.
Okay, so
I'll be 100% on board if Pickford goes to United, man. I think.
Today they were linked to Onana. Inter's Onana.
Yeah, I'd rather let them pay, even if they pay 90 for Onana as I'm charging. They'll rather get him than Pickford.
You know what?
Onana, what's my
Onana, yeah. How much would he go for? Okay, so these are the two keepers they're going for right now. So if you're United, for a second, try to think of their best interests at heart. If you're a United fan, who would you go for?
Pickford.
No, out of these two.
What about Pickford? What's the option for Pickford?
No. On a serious note, come on, guys.
Onana.
If you had to pick Onana or Costa, who are you going for?
Pickford. He fulfills the homegrown quota, gal.
Costa.
Stop it. I'm going for Costa.
I'll tell the truth.
I'm going for Costa. Isn't Costa younger than Onana?
Yeah,
Costa is younger than Onana.
Well,
But
I could argue Onana has more big game experience than Diogo Costa.
yeah, he does, but Costa also played for Portugal as a starter, and he's 23.
Yazzie? I thought it was Rui Patricio
Rui Patricio wasn't starting the last tournament.
in the World Cup.
Yeah, it was Costa that was starting, no?
Fair enough. Oh,
Yeah,
someone said it. Someone said it
Yeah,
here. Costa's
that Wolves
80 million.
goalkeeper, man. Is it San?
Costa's 80 million. No way he's 80 million. Really?
Apparently.
Again, do you know that Wolves goalkeeper? What's his name? Forget his name.
Rui
Jose Sa.
Patricio.
Jose Sa.
Oh, Jose Sa.
Jose Sa. Sorry,
I think
Spanish.
I think he's a very good goalkeeper, bro.
80 million. Okay, so you have a choice. 80 million or what is Onana? 55?
Probably 60.
You know what? Man United got a big situation, but if they can get their goalkeeper situation sorted, they're good for the next couple of years.
I think they should go for Pickford, man. Honestly, I think it'll be a great signing for them.
Nah, you're just taking the piss at this
I'm
point.
not taking a piss, Gal. I'm not taking a piss.
You are.
I have a feeling that Pickford, when he goes up to play for a big team, he'll up his levels. And because he's homegrown as well, he fulfills that homegrown quota, Gal.
Can I ask you something? Are his hands going to grow at the bigger team? Are his hands going to become longer?
Nah, but he
I don't think so.
but he could morph into the English Casillas, isn't it?
Okay, and then the final topic of the day. Oh, Staffy's in the building. Staffy was good.
Listen, bro. If we get Pickford, we are a football club.
What did he say?
If we get Pickford, we are finished as a football club.
No,
Yeah.
Staffy, don't try it, man. He's a good goalkeeper. Be good
Bro,
player.
Staffy, how legitimate are the links?
I don't believe him, bro. There's no
Staffy's
way
a
in
good-
the market where Raya, Costa, and Onana are getting sold, we're going to get Pickford.
Staffy, he'll be great for you, man. He'll be
Hold on.
great for you.
Mute this man.
Pickford single-handedly
What do
kept
you
Everton
mean?
up. He's a world beater of a keeper. Look what he does for England. I'm not having it.
Exactly, man. Staffy, come on, man.
United all day long.
I
And
joined
he's
late on a
homegrown.
stream for once, and you guys are talking to me like I don't know football. Like, what's going on here?
Wait, Staffy, he's
Bro,
homegrown, no? It'll help with the homegrown quota.
Staffy's right, guys. Let him land.
No, I'm just saying, like, this guy's a joke. It's an absolute joke. If we get Pickford, it's over. Because
think you're
in the
being a bit
market,
harsh,
as I
man.
said, where Raya, I don't even rate Raya that high, but I rate him over Pickford, obviously. So in a market where Onana, Raya, and the Costa from Porto, all these guys are sold, you're telling me we're getting Pickford. It's over, bro.
45 million
Bro,
on
he'll
top
be
of that.
If
good,
we
man.
get
Trust
this guy, this
Staffy,
club,
trust me.
this
He'll
club
be...
is so unserious if we do that. Because I already have to deal with the Mount bullshit, and I don't know how to live that one. I can't. I'm losing sleep every night thinking about Mount coming to us. And now you're
I think he's staying, right, Staffy. I don't think he'll go to United. I think he's staying.
Mount, I heard 55 million.
Staffy, just trust me. Mason, Manuel, Minerals, Manchester Mount, and Jordan Pickford in goal. What? That'll be a great summer, man.
I've had a long day. Don't add to it, okay? It's enough.
I'm being serious,
Fair
man.
enough. Fair enough. Staffy,
in it
big up
because that was
Staffy
the
for
last
jumping
segment.
on and giving us a United perspective. Big up everyone. Does just before you go, do you think Mason Mount doesn't happen anymore?
No, for me, no. I think he'll stay at Chelsea.
Wow.
Why would
I
you?
said the old way, bro. I said the old way. He's going nowhere.
Why would you say that?
I think it's gonna come to the end. He's just after money, bro, and rightly so. You see a lot of players coming in, all right, getting more money than him weekly, and this guy won a Champions League,
No,
won
I
a
understand,
player twice. He won the bro. Just let me finish, right? He won the player there twice. He was top scorer. He won the Champions League, right? He's still young. He came from the academy. I think they're gonna sit down with the guy, and they're gonna give him the best offer and stay at Chelsea. That's how I say it. I don't think he'll go anywhere in the end.
So you think Chelsea is gonna give him a big contract?
I think Chelsea give him big contracts here in the end.
I
Yeah.
hope so, bro. I hope so.
And you know what? It makes
As a
sense.
good
We're
player,
getting rid of a
Staffy,
lot of players.
Pickford is not good news, bro. But Mason
Oh,
Mount.
trust me, I just said it's not. I get it. You don't have to tell me that twice.
Bless. Big up everyone who jumped on, guys. Just so you guys know, Staffy, big up for jumping on, bro. Ram jumping on, Hamza jumping on, Qasim jumping on. Your chat link to Qasim's channel Q&A TV is in the chat. Link to Alan's channel in the chat. Link to Patrick's channel in the chat. True City Fan TV.
Can I ask you a question, Ram?
Yeah.
I'll ask you a question.
Yeah.
In any of your transfer streams, are we ever going to talk about Liverpool?
When you do something, we'll talk about it.
How about you get linked to someone, you irrelevant club?
We are linked with people.
Hold on. I'd rather be linked to no one than Jordan Pickford. You're welcome.
Hey,
You
big
know
up,
what?
Alan.
You know what, Alan? You know what, Alan? I saw you on a channel the other day, and you were talking hella shit about United. And you know what, bro? I'm done defending you. I'm done defending
Wait,
you. I
what
defend you.
stream was this? What stream?
I'm not giving no one no shout outs on Igal's channel, but I saw you on a specific stream and you were talking hella shit about us. And I was like, that Alan is moving different than the Alan when I'm on his channel. So you know what? This is the second
You
strike,
lie.
bro.
You lie.
So when I'm
Go
on his
backstage,
channel
you
again,
lie.
you're about to get it, bro. You're about to get
Hey,
it.
yo, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Go check out Never Foul. Big up my guys for coming on. Staffy, big up for you for coming on. I know it's Father's Day and you're busy. Keep
Don't
doing what
hide.
you're doing. Big up to all the
Hey,
fathers out there. Shout out to my dad, future dad right here. Hopefully, you guys have yourself a good one.
Big up, man.
See you later.
Peace.